Time to switch it up today and let's talk food mixed with healing, since I do a lot of inner child healing mixed with energy healing. Food cravings come with that naturally. You look for something comforting to further heal your soul. Every version of us, the kid, the teen, the adult, has its own definition of comfort food. The kid might want nostalgia, the teen might want something rebellious, and the adult usually wants regulation. With that being said, my inner child wanted some Turkish comfort food. Now you know that I'm Turkish, I'll be sharing some of my favorites, and let's begin with, my first one. Köfte. This was my mom's version of we got food at home when I asked for McDonald's. I got a story for that one too, I'll save it for the end. But her version was köfte, a köfte patty on, hey, you want a burger? Here, we'll put it on pita bread and here's ketchup. All right, cool. So that's what I made, but I put my own spin on it. Of course, the kitchen is a playground. Get in there, experiment, have fun. So this time I just made one big smash burger, and the rest of the meat I made the regular small patty versions because, if you know me, it's make it once, use it twice. The recipes all will be in the caption for the shepherd salad, tzatziki sauce, and of course the burger mix. So the first way I ate it was a burger, and then the second way I'm going to have it is with rice and make it like a halal platter. But let's get down to the breakdown of the ingredients and the healing layers, because everything I cook carries frequency and function. Nothing is freaking random up in here. So let's start with the tomato element, which is element of fire. Brings vitality, passion, and movement. Spiritually, it helps ignite joy and energy in stagnant emotional states, perfect for when you're coming out of an emotional cleanse or heavy rain cycle, which we just had in Jersey. Cucumber, element of water, cooling, calming, hydrating, and it balances the nervous system. It helps regulate emotions. Think of it as an energetic reset button. Red onion is the detoxifier, clears both physical and energetic body. When you cut into one, you literally release sulfur compounds that help clear bacteria, and energetically it cuts cords to old emotional debris. Ever realize how sometimes you cry and sometimes you don't? Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. But when you cry, you're releasing energy that, is ready to be released. So let's keep going. Fresh parsley, cleansing herb of renewal, flushes out toxins, clears old attachments, and symbolizes fresh starts. Parsley energy always says, let's release what's no longer serving. Fresh dill, herb of clarity and protection, it strengthens intuition, repels negative thought loops, and brings peace after chaos. Garlic, warrior frequency, it purifies, protects, and strengthens your energetic field. It's been used for centuries as spiritual armor, not just as a flavor booster. Come on, think vampires. Let's go. Lemon juice, the cleanser and uplifter, balances pH, clears the aura, and invites brightness and optimism into the meal. Greek yogurt, root and solar plexus balance, calms the gut where your intuition lives, and cools fiery emotions. It's literally edible peace. Good olive oil, good quality gold, a finishing olive oil for this one in the shepherd salad. It's a conductor of energy. It seals intentions and carries prayers through every bite, always finishes with intention. Ground beef or lamb, I use ground beef. Earth element, grounding, stabilizing, nourishing for the physical vessel. And when you're rebuilding your strength after an emotional purge, it helps build you back internally. Because let's put it this way. For me, I don't eat it as much as I used to anymore. I eat it when I feel called to it. Like I was craving a burger. So, this is what happens. We made this köfte. I'm trying to do a different format. So I'm going to attach like the visuals of making it to the tail end of this one. But with that being said, I just lost my train of thought. 4:20 on that timer. And that's not random. All right. So you learned a little bit of ingredients. That's the fastest way to raise your frequency and pull out toxins. The herbs do that. That's why my second TikTok got taken down, because I was talking about parsley and cilantro and herbs and what it does for your body. That video is on my YouTube. My YouTube is here. Go subscribe, follow that rabbit hole there, because some of my videos from my accounts that got taken down are there. Being My Voice does activate souls. If you feel called to, go find that rabbit hole and get activated. Yeah, I'm going to come back with a few more of my favorites as a child Turkish food because, you know, when I was a child, my mom was cooking for me and that's the only option I had. But I do thank her for not feeding me McDonald's now because, like, I push don't eat fast food. Like, if you really want to unplug and tap back into yourself, there's some things you need to let go of. And that just sparked a video. I've done this in the past, but I guess we'll do a 2.0 version of, you know, ways to upgrade your meat vessel, your meat suit, your avatar, however you want to look at this. But I'll do a video on that one. But also, go back on my feed. See, do a, you know, like casino, roulette, Vanna White, or whatever, like scroll and see what video says, hey, listen to me. There might be a tip, a trick, an activation, something that is going to unlock something up here and give you a new perspective on this game. With that being said, give me a like, give me a follow, and most importantly, drop me a comment because I love hearing from you guys and I love talking to you guys. And you know what? That clears out the NPCs because the NPCs just scroll. So if you're an alive human, double tap that screen because no bot behavior. Ironically, that was my line that I was using on my first freaking account that they wiped. And as I'm scrolling, Spirit dropped somebody's, like some content creator on my feed. And I'm like, what the hell is this? Has nothing to do with what I, like my interest. But I watched it because nothing is random. So as I watch it, they say double tap the screen because you're not a bot. And I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, I'll wipe my account so you could take my content and my lines. Look at that fucking shit. But anyway, they're all on YouTube. Come back to see what else I share.